Hello everyone, welcome to Rising Star. My name is Ruth. Today we have the King, number 12. This immediately made me think of the Drowned King. Sorry, there we go. From the Alchemy deck. And that was the last one. I don't think this is the last one yet in this deck that we have, but that was the last one when we did the Alchemy series. Sorry. I apologize for the volume on a couple of my videos yesterday. I moved my setup into my room. I spent a half a day testing everything. I sent a link to somebody else so they could tell me how it sounded. For one, my software just added an audio device randomly for an audio input, so I don't know what happened with that, but that's why it was echoing. And I've adjusted my volume and my gain, so you should be able to hear me now. Let me know if you can't. Every device just picks up volume differently also, so. All right, the King. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the King presides over it all. Through the lens of the King, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the King must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the King. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you towards peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of the need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the King as the ultimate expression of ego. Yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. This is interesting because I feel like some kings, probably most people in general, have portrayed both of those sides of the king at one point or another, especially people in leadership. Like, I was just thinking of King David. King David did actually some pretty awful things, but he also did some good things. Anyhow, shows the King Spirit. I kind of feel like this is going to be a collective message, like a global scale type of thing. There is a wax seal on this hand of the King. Thing. There's nothing inside of it, though. You know how usually there's wax seal has a purpose. It's got like a symbol of some sort on it. I can't think of the word that you actually use for that. All right, shows the King Spirit. All right, so I did turn my gain up. I'm sorry if there's any background noise or if the cards are louder. I had turned it down because I didn't want the cards to be too loud. Death. Okay. The Night of All Nights. Show us Death, Scorpio energy. It could be releasing a part of the ego or something along those lines is happening here. The Chariot. Wow. I told you it's going to be a big one. So moving forward and leaving the past behind is the message I'm getting. This is like a completely closing something out and moving forward, not looking back, not thinking about it, headed towards the new. The Ace of Swords with a sword of truth. The Four of Pentacles. All right, so there's something here that's been held on to, and that's what's being moved away from here. A tight grip has been released. The Six of Swords is in the past, so this is something that we've already moved away from, or we're in the process of moving away from it and finding peace with something. The Eight of Wands, I almost said the Nine of Wands. So something, yeah, I was getting this with the Four of Pentacles, actually. A lot just came through. This is a root chakra. A root chakra healing is taking place here. That's what I was going to say with when I said Nine of Wands, is something's being healed. I'm going to leave this Five of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles because I feel like a root chakra was very tightly coiled and it's being opened. The Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck, the Lovers, the Devil, the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be a closed root chakra was affecting a relationship because an unhealthy root chakra can create too much attachment or fear of loss here. I feel like a fear has been overcome. And whatever was causing this has been recognized here so that it can be dealt with, cut free. Yeah, something's been cut loose with this Ace of Swords. Now I'm getting chills. All right. Death and the Chariot. The Fool. I'm telling you, something's been completely closed out for a new cycle to begin. And this is because something's been healed. This thing needed to be healed in order for the new cycle to open up here. Knight of Wands. Yet, I think it was yesterday's daily was about... It was a recent video that I did. You may or may not be able to hear it. About this... It was a Sagittarius full moon. Again, Sagittarius with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So this fresh energy is flowing, and now it's like, I'm trying to think of a really good example here. I'm seeing like a faucet, but there's something shoved up in it. So it's blocking the water flow from fully rushing out. But then as soon as something gets dislodged, it's like a free flow, and it's quick. It's like a rushing energy here is coming in. This is creating swift change right now. And forward movement, like a swift forward movement. Ace of Swords is on the bottom. Oh, Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles was on the bottom of that deck. And then the Four of Pentacles underneath that. Yeah, so doors are opening because an obstacle has been removed. Show me the Ace of Swords. What is the truth that was learned here? The Magician. The Devil. Okay. The Six of Cups. Okay, here we go. The Seven of Pentacles. This is what was holding something back here. Okay. This is a wound that goes really deep here, back to childhood. One sec here. I want to fill out this Magician. Yeah, okay. So it's like you were trying to open the door, but something was in the way. The door is a manifestation. What's on the other side of the door is a manifestation, but you were struggling to open it, you know, like it's jammed or something, or it's locked with, and you don't have that key. I see somebody just like pulling and pulling. A futile effort. So, but what was blocking it is this wound, and this wound is an attachment thing. I can like feel it, but I can't describe it to you fully. It's like a grasping on, trying to grasp onto things, and I think it's from some sort of loss that's happened here years ago in childhood, possibly a past life even, with the Six of Cups. But it's like you're trying to open the door, but at the same time you're holding on to something behind you. Okay, that's what it is. And so the thing behind you had to be released, but you were scared. It almost like a out of security or comfort or something like that. It can be an idea. I think it really is, it goes back to an insecurity of some sort. Like this could be someone in childhood who didn't receive a lot of attention. And so when there was attention of any sort, they would grasp onto it. You know how like some kids will get attention in the worst way just to get attention. They'll do something naughty just to get attention. Um, it's almost like a desperate feeling here to be loved, actually. But it's been let go of. Whatever was going on here, that desperate feeling, the devil is such a desperate energy too, of grasping on, trying to not let something go. The devil really feeds on fear. There's something very strongly about a fear here of letting go. But I feel like this was finally recognized and released. And it might be because you actually got to your wit's end trying to hold on to whatever this was in the past, that you just couldn't hold on anymore. And then the door opens magically. All right. Show me the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, please. This could have happened. I'm recording this on the day of the Sagittarius moon, but we have been in the energy for a few days and we're still working with it. You actually work with a moon's energy for 2 weeks, but it's strongest the 3 days before and after. Here we go, the Empress, okay? Yeah, you're like, everything's able to flow now. Everything flows to the Empress freely, but this was blocked before because you were holding on to something. But now everything is allowed to come in and flow freely. There's no blockages. The Hermit. And you're really going to understand this even more when everything starts to flow towards you, like all of your desires, your manifestations and everything. The Empress is a master manifester. She didn't even have to do anything. She just sits and waits and receives. She puts her intention out there, she waits and receives. So with this Hermit now, there's going to be a deep recognition. A lot of earth energy in this. The Devil, Empress, and the Hermit are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Sorry, I'm digressing a lot. You're going to like have a deep understanding of how something was holding you back for so long. It's almost a frustrating feeling that I'm getting, like, man, could have realized that 20 years ago. All right. The Nine of Cups. Your wish fulfillment. Your cups are being filled freely. It's like you've got these 9 cups by the sink and you're filling them all under this rushing faucet now. Show me this Hermit. Deep reflection is what got you here. You may have asked to receive the information on why you were being blocked. Six of Wands. It all makes sense now. The High Priestess. It all makes sense to you now. I feel like for some of you, this is improving spiritual gifts or bringing in more spiritual gifts, opening up spiritual gifts that you didn't know that you had, or just your intuition is greatly heightened after. It really feels like a root chakra. Oh, even the colors on this card are like root, sacral, and solar plexus. It's interesting. And those are the masculine chakras. Yeah, so this could be a masculine energy that's being healed, that the unhealed masculine was blocking this Empress. If it's an unhealed masculine, you could have been doing too much or trying too hard. And it's like, yeah, we do have to put work into our manifestations, but also we have to be open-minded with our manifestations, and we can't attach ourselves to anything, you know. The law of, what is it, the law of detachment? I haven't read up on those in a while, but I feel like that's the thing. It's very important to not be too attached to how something's going to come in, or, you know, all of that. I just lost what I was saying. Six of Swords, you know what I'm talking about. The moon? Yes. Okay, so like it didn't make sense before, but it's making sense. I'm telling you, the Sagittarius full moon is having a powerful effect on this. You might want to go watch that video. Sorry if the sound's bad on it. I don't know. Four of Wands. When I listen to it on my phone, it sounds fine. And I have a crappy Android. So, the Chariot. The Chariot, the Four of Wands, the moon. Cancer season might be a big deal. We have the Chariot. We have the Chariot here twice. I don't know what that was about. And the moon. Yeah, this is a portal. This is a doorway. Like the Four of Wands is a doorway. You're on the other side of this now. All right, let's look at this Eight of Wands. What's coming in here? Ooh, the Five of Wands. The Seven of Cups. I feel like disillusionment is being broken up here. That's what this Five of Wands is. I'm seeing something like falling apart, being broken up. It's like something's shattered in order for the pieces to get put back together in a different way. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but that's what I'm seeing. Temperance, yes, it's creating balance here. Something's falling apart in order to create this balance and harmony here. The Emperor, this is a balanced divine masculine energy here. I'm telling you. An imbalanced, unhealthy divine masculine energy was blocking the root chakra. And, okay, let me see what else we have. The Three of Wands. Yes, and it was blocking the future from coming in. It was blocking the ships from coming in here. What was I going to say about... So, collectively, we have a really unhealthy divine masculine energy on a collective level. It's really important that that's healed. I know that people talk about the divine feminine all the time and the divine feminine rising, and the divine feminine rising is helping to heal the divine masculine. But if you think about masculine energy as taking action, working hard for something, having control, making decisions, all that stuff, that's what we're taught that we're supposed to do all the time. What we're not taught is that it is okay to sit, to take the action, but then to sit and receive. The receiving part is not built into our culture or our conditioning or anything. So we are conditioned to have an unhealthy divine masculine. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I am not probably the best person to explain that. Show me the Seven of Cups, Five of Wands. It's like a crumbling Queen of Wands. So it's like, interesting. The divine masculine was working so hard for something, but the confidence was lacked. That's what was blocking it, was the confidence. And I feel like this lack of confidence stems from something here with childhood and wanting to grasp on to anything that made you feel a certain way. These things live like subconsciously in us until we address them. But now this wall is like crumbling so that the confidence and self-worth can shine through here. Ten of Wands. Yeah. All this baggage is being dropped. whoever this is for, and I kind of feel like it's on a collective level, but whoever this is for, there's like this sense of relief. Like you're gonna feel like this whole new person here. And there is so much fire here. Excuse me. One sec. That's the incense. Sorry, guys. There's so much fire that it's like something's being burned down. I apologize. Yeah, something's just being completely burned down. Like the past is burning. And it's like, I can imagine that there's something burning behind the death card there, right? Like this is like mass destruction taking place on the death card. But he's moving away from it and he's not looking forward, choosing a new path here. Like come what may is what I'm hearing, come what may. So it's kind of like you're at the end of the rope with something and you just had to drop it. It was too burdening. It had to be dropped. How about an oracle? I am centered and balanced. Okay, so I do feel like the bottom three chakras are being healed here, which is creating this balance, this alignment within the entire chakra system. And I'm talking about the major chakras. We have tons of chakras. Doubt it's even known how many. It's probably known. Somebody probably knows that. I don't. I am on the cusp of a magical awakening, okay? Yeah, something's waking up here with this death card. I am comfortable in my own skin. What did I tell you? It was the lack of confidence here. And even with the Empress, like, you couldn't be an Empress energy because you didn't think you were deserving of receiving what you were working for. That's what it is. All right, you guys have a good one. Thank you.